shattered his world. The little girl he'd adored from the first moment he'd held her in the hospital was another man's child. This year Claire would be 4. He tried not to think about her too much, but he couldn't help wondering what kind of costume she'd be wearing, and whether Andre, her father, would care enough to walk her around their affluent Phoenix neighborhood. And with Christmas coming up, but he wasn't even going to think about Christmas. Without Claire's childish excitement, Christmas would be just another day, another bad day. Rush had climbed out of the vehicle and had almost reached the front steps when a furry black and white streak came hurtling around the house like a missile aimed at his legs. "Bucket, you crazy mutt." Rush did his best to fend off the dog's yipping, licking welcome. He was fond of the scruffy border collie mix, but this morning he was too tired for games. Picking up a stick, he threw it as far as he could. As Bucket raced after it, Rush kicked off his dirty boots and, leaving them on the porch, made his escape into the house. The tempting aroma of coffee drifted from the kitchen, but the last thing he needed was something to wake him up. He fished his phone out of his pocket and laid it on the counter. When his partners came inside, they would check his voicemails and wake him if there was an emergency. That done, he dragged himself down the hall to his bedroom, undressed, rolled into bed, and sank into sleep. The shaking, creaking bed woke him with a start. He opened his eyes to see Connor grinning down at him. Rush mouthed a curse. He didn't know how long he'd been asleep, but it wasn't long enough. "What time is it?" he muttered. "Coming up on 9 o'clock. Connor, a former champion bull rider, was wiry and quick, a man who never missed a chance to tease or play a joke. "I know you haven't been asleep long, but I thought you might be interested in hearing this voicemail." He held the phone close to Rush's ear and tapped the message key. Rush's pulse kick-started him awake as he recognized the cultured female voice. "Dr. Rushford, this is Tracy Emerson. I hope I haven't caught you at a bad time, but I need your help. This stray cat showed up on my back porch last night. I brought her inside and gave her some milk. She drank it like she was starved, but something about her doesn't seem right. I'm afraid she might be sick. I need to be in court at 1:30 today, but if you can get here before then, I'll be home. Sorry, I've never had a cat, and I don't know what to do for her. Here's my phone number." By now, Rush was sitting up. He grabbed the notepad he kept on the nightstand and scribbled down the number. Connor's grin was almost splitting his face. "Man, you've hit the jackpot. You've had a thing for that hot lady judge since last Christmas, and she finally gave you her phone number." "Yeah." Rush swung his feet to the floor and forced his aching body to stand. "All it took was a sick cat." Connor shook his head. "You look like hell, and you smell like a stable. If you want to impress her, you're going to need a shower." "Butt out, Connor," Rush said. "I'm not going on a date. This is just a professional call." "Sure it is," Connor said with a knowing wink. "Hey, what's going on?" Travis's rangy frame filled the doorway. A former highway patrolman, Travis had inherited a rundown ranch almost 2 years ago. Last year, the 3 friends had begun selling the pine trees they'd discovered on the property, which they'd renamed Christmas Tree Ranch. "Our boy here just got a voicemail from his dream woman." Connor was enjoying himself. "You mean the judge?" Travis's expression brightened. "Wait till I tell Maggie." "Take it easy," Rush growled. "The woman's got a sick cat, that's all. Now get the blazes out of here and give me some peace while I call her back." After shooing his partners out of the room, Rush closed the door, sat down on the bed, and took a moment to gather his thoughts. He'd met Municipal Court Judge Tracy Emerson last winter when he'd gone to the city court to clear up a baseless littering charge against the ranch. When the bailiff had called the court to order and the